Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, I am counting down my top 10 Oracle decks that were released in 2023. Now, keep in mind that these are just my opinions and these are just the ones that I reviewed in the year of 2023. So I know I didn't get to all of them. And if you are looking for specifically which themed Oracle decks that were released in 2023, I do have a video that I will link in the eye that you can check out if you haven't done so already. All right, that being said, let's get into it. Thank you so much to Madam Glam for sponsoring this video. Madam Glam New York, everything you love at your fingertips. If you have been watching my videos for a while, you know that I love this company so much. Madam Glam New York is a nail polish company that is vegan, cruelty-free, palm oil-free, and free from 21 of the most common chemicals found in nail polish. This company's product does what is advertised. So these are all gel polish, so they are soak off. You need a base coat and a top coat and a UV or LED light to utilize them. But these are the colors that I was sent. We have Treasure here, which is a glitter, almost like a rose gold color here. Fantastic. I love it, love. This one is Shamrock Glow with that green and gold glitter. Love. Then we have Blessing, which is a nice white, and a yellow here, Lucky Charm. And what I love about their bottles here is they're ergonomically shaped. This is nice to have, as well as you can see the color on the cap. So if you store it upright like this, you know exactly which color you're going to pick. So now let me show you what they look like on actual nails here. So this is the Treasure. So shiny and sparkly and glittery. Perfect for spring if you like a glitter. And then we have the Shamrock Glow here. Hopefully you can see that beautiful gold that's in there. Love, love. And then we have your white. I love a good white for detail and for a French tip. Then we have the yellow here, which was what, Lucky Charm? Yeah, Lucky Charm. And then we have the Lucky Charm with the spring kind of confetti top coat. Love that top coat. It's so much fun. It's so versatile. And then let's just show you my art, my nail art. So this one was supposed to be like a top-down look abstract of Daisy. But this one is my favorite. I used the blooming gel to create roses with both the Treasure and the Shamrock Glow there. I think that turned out so fun. Then we have some sunshine and clouds. Again, I used more of the blooming gel to create that fluffy cloud effect. And then this one was fun. I wanted to do like a stark, almost early 90s, 80s kind of look with the green and the emerald there. And last, I tried something different here with more blooming gel, and there's the holographic magnetic one, cat's eye, that goes in here. It's like a little drapery kind of look. I was challenging myself a little bit with that, but nail art is fun. I highly encourage you, if you like to use paints, to try nail polish. It's so much fun. So those are the brand new colors here. I really enjoy this product. Like I said, it does what they say the product is going to do. I utilize it so much. It's the first nail polish I go to over any of the other stuff that I have in my collection, and it's great. So if you want 35% off of your order, the code is right here, as well as in the description box below and the comment pinned by me. Thank you so much to Madam Glam New York for sponsoring this video. And now let's get back into it. Number 10 is Rebecca Campbell's The Healing Waters Oracle deck. This has artwork by Katie Louise, and it is a 44-card deck and guidebook published by Hay House. This retails for $24.99 in the US and $33.99 in Canada. The back says, "From the watery world of the mother to the sacred waters of this world, the physical and mystical element of water has been revered since ancient times as holding the power to heal. Unlock the sacred wisdom of the waters to your innate capacity to heal with this stunning oracle." So the reason why it's number 10 is because I didn't find myself reaching for this oracle a lot after I got it, only because I feel like I reached for it specifically when I needed more of a nurturing message, a healing message, that sort of a thing. It wasn't more of a daily oracle in that aspect, but there's a lot of information in here that is fantastic to learn if you are interested in water, the history of its healing power, as well as how to work with it for that purpose. And the guidebook itself is really great too. There's a couple spreads in here, how you can utilize the box top here, flip it around and set the cards on it like a little altar. So that's really fun. And then the guidebook, like I said, does really well with like going through the healing process, giving you great information, as well as little questions and soul inquiries. So if you were a fan of journaling, this is great for you. The cardstock is great, very flexible, easy to shuffle. The only complaint that I have about this is that a lot of the art seems to look more washed. I don't know if that was a specific choice, but sometimes it is more faded than I would like to have in art. It does give that dreamlike quality to it, but as you can see, it's a little faded, so that isn't like not a huge concern. If it was an artistic style, maybe that's just my preference, but definitely a wonderful deck to use if you are trying to heal through some emotional problems, some emotional situations. If you need a little advice, this is great to kind of take upon the advice of water specifically. So it's number 10, like I said, because while it does have its purpose in my use and my collection, it's not necessarily one I was pulling from every day, but definitely enjoy using it. It does have some profound information and knowledge in here, and it shuffles just fine. So if you own this or any of the subsequent decks that I am featuring on this video, let me know your thoughts about them, how you like it, and if it made your top 10 as well. All right, number 9 is the Black Goddess Within Oracle. This is by Gianni Washington, PhD, with art by Marla Warner. It's a 44 card deck and guidebook. Again, published by Hay House, retailing for $22.99 in the US, $29.99 in Canada. Introducing the Black Goddess Within Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook created by Dr. Giovanni Washington that features unretouched photographs of contemporary Black women stitched into ancient African myths and sites of power, as well as images of ancestral veneration and guidance. The magic, medicine, and mysticism on these stunning cards are intended to help you access healing, call up divine guidance, and honor the divinity within. And this was absolutely gorgeous to look at and to work with. It's just very empowering. I love that they didn't retouch a lot of the skin on the models here. It's just wonderful. So the guidebook does a very great job of introducing you to these goddesses and myths, and it's just beautiful. There's also a lot of information that goes into it as well. And then, who is it for? Who's this deck for? If you are a Black or person of color, you deal with the ravages of colonialism every single day. You live in a racist world that you did not create. This deck will benefit you in the following ways. Provide a place of respite where you can see your beauty, courage, and strength reflected in the images of the deck. Offer you a counter to the constant barrage of negative images and narratives levied against Black people and Black women in particular. Create potential for healing around the wounds of racism and address the void in the Oracle Tarot world that is almost devoid of Black representation. Again, this is why I speak about representation a lot in decks that aren't really diverse, because it is important to see oneself in the tool that they are using. If you are not a Black person, you are also impacted by the ravages of colonialism every single day. This deck will benefit you in the following ways. Challenge and change the way you think about the Black body. Increase access as the deck changes you. You will begin to change the way your families and communities think about the Black body and the souls that inhabit them. Decolonize your understanding of beauty and divinity. Open your heart and mind to the immensity of Black life and dismantle the myths and mysteries that surround Africa and the origin of Black folks in the diaspora. Our motherland is full of value. So again, Fantastic deck of representation. In the guidebook itself, it gives you an information about the goddess or the myth, and then how it relates to a message, as well as an invitation. So for this one specifically, create rituals that nourish you and your community, allow them to feed your resistance, and set you free. So it's a beautiful, wonderful deck that just celebrates Black bodies and Black joy. It's just gorgeous. All different shapes and sizes, hairstyles. It's just so beautiful. So it's a great daily deck if you want to use it for that. Also, it's great to learn about the history, the myths, the goddesses, the people. It's just wonderful. Like, it's just full of life. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I don't really have anything negative to say about it because it speaks for itself. So it's a wonderful deck. Check out the full video because it goes into more detail about it. All right, number 8. What is an Oracle countdown now without an Angie Solins deck? So this is the Unlocking the Secret Garden Oracle by Angie Solins with artwork by Jenna Della Gradalia, whom I absolutely adore their illustrations. This is published by US Game Systems. I'm not sure how much it retails for, but you can go check out the original unboxing video for all of that information. So there is a secret garden inside of you, fortified by stone walls old enough to remember the moon's name. In this magic garden, every plant, flower, insect, and animal is a portal, a passageway to secret knowledge and illuminated wisdom. You already have the keys to open each portal. This deck and guidebook are intended to accompany your own intuition as you navigate your way through the garden. Question keys and answer locks, when fitted together, open ancient passageways and doorways of opportunity, where you will discover wisdom, treasure. Visit the garden to unlock the secrets still tucked away in your own potential. Set includes 44 gold gilt card edges and a 108-page lushly illustrated guidebook and organza drawstring pouch. So again, we have that nice little magnet. We have the pouch. This is a great gift set if you are somebody who is looking for a gift idea. It's just beautifully illustrated. First of all, mushrooms, love. So this is a wonderful everyday deck if you are looking for inspiration, if you are looking for what to focus on, what to let go of. There's some poems in here, short, succinct and to the point messages. So anybody, regardless of your divination level, if you can say that, can utilize this deck. Very beginner friendly. The images themselves are so gorgeous. There's the back. The cardstock is great. It's high gloss, flexible. It definitely shuffles a really nice overhand, and it shuffles wonderfully this way too. And look at these gorgeous images. Oh, so we have numbers and the title at the bottom. We have a mixture of animals, insects, people. It is just beautiful. And I've gotten a lot of really great intuitive hits off of this one. This has to be one of my favorite Angie Solins decks. She has created so many in the past couple years that I have legitimately lost count. But each one is a beautiful one to check out. Love this one just for the imagery and the lushness, and the intuitive hits you get off of it is gorgeous. It's got that dark academia vibe, also that cottagecore. It's beautiful. Very well done. I find myself drawn to this one a lot. So do you have this? Let me know all of your thoughts below. All right, number 7 is Messages from Her, a 44 card deck and guidebook celebrating modern, world-changing women by Rachel McKee, illustrations by Harley and Jay. This one surprised me so fast. This is published by Andrews McMeel Publishing, retailing for $26.99 in the US and $35.99 in Canada. Real women, real stories, real inspiration. Messages from Her is a gilded, beautifully illustrated 44 card oracle deck and hard cover book, created to lend power and knowledge to your daily life. The cards and correlating book contained in this box feature some of the world's most impactful women of the 20th and 21st centuries. Learn about the lives of these women, their quotes, and their successes, and invite them to guide you through your deepest challenges and invoke your most powerful strengths. May their trials, triumphs, and paths that they have forged inspire you to live your most amazing life. This deck is full of incredible women that have changed and inspired and have just made the world their oyster. And it's phenomenal to see it all compiled in one book. We have each woman laid out here with a page number, and it's not just like, you know, singers and performers. It's, you know, Marie Curie. It's a lot of different people as well. And there's great information in this guidebook. I love that it goes into not only a quote from them, but you have a meaning and you have history behind who this person was. And you have alternate meanings. It's just a wonderful read. I love that we have a hardbound book here. Again, fantastic gift for people who want to dip their toes into divination and don't really know how to start out. This is fantastic because you can relate to the women. If you understand their history, you can understand the intuitive hits that they're giving off with the energy of the cards. So the cardstock is great, very flexible. I love the gold foiling. And there's just so many beautiful women in here. We have a keyword at the bottom. Each card is having that foil on it. Lots of different women in here. It's just beautiful. The messages that come from this as well is very empowering, very insightful. And there are some women in here that you may or may not agree with. Some of them have been in situations, but the stories still remain and still inspire. So this is a wonderful deck, again, if you are wanting some divine feminine empowerment, whether you identify as female or masculine or non-binary, there's something in here for you. But yeah, it's beautiful. Shuffle's great. I was very impressed with it. Number 6, we have the Crystal Sound Healing Oracle. This is a 48 card deck and guidebook by Geraldine Glass with art by Suze Bourne with 48 singing bowl audios to enhance your experience. This one got me with that alone. You have a little QR code on the back of the card that you scan, and you get the tone or the frequency or the sound bowl audio to help with meditation or with you're just getting into the vibe of the reading as well, or for healing. So this retails for $24.99 in the US, $33.99 in Canada, published by Hay House, a transformational sound healing experience. With this interactive deck, you can experience the magic of sound healing from wherever you are. Use the QR codes on the back of the cards to hear the exquisite, powerful harmonics of quartz, alchemy, singing bowls infused with gemstones, minerals, and metals. Their frequencies drop you into the soul and create an inner expansiveness and awakening. When we listen, breathe, receive, embody, and integrate, we heal. So, wonderful concept. I've never seen a deck like this before. And the guidebook is great. We do have a lot of information on the sound bowls and frequencies in the front, as well as some information about breathing techniques, space, and intention setting. Fantastic. So then it goes into the alchemy message of the card. We have a little keyword or key phrase. What does this card mean for you? And then an alchemy mantra. And then some affirmations at the bottom. So it's just wonderfully done, especially if you are a crystal person, a crystal girly. You can definitely relate to the cards a little bit easier if you understand the crystal's energy behind it. So it is a wonderful cardstock, very flexible. It's that Hay House cardstock, and you'll see right in the corner here, there's that QR code. You just scan it and it takes you directly to that sound. And the art on the cards is a little bit interesting and fun and different. It takes a minute to kind of get used to what you're going to be using this deck for and how to use it. But I have found this deck to be pretty enlightening and very well done, well used for healing, meditation, kind of what you need to focus on. So very good for daily use. If you are into meditation, definitely something to kind of get you in the, to get you centered for meditation. Pull a card, get that sound on, and allow yourself to start meditating. Definitely wonderful. I've gotten a lot of really good messages from this deck. It shuffles just great like this. And shuffles fine this way too. So let me know if you have this deck because it's definitely an experience. Okay, we're in the top 5, and this is Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook by Adama Cisse. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I probably did not. Artwork by Carlos Fama. I do apologize. My pronunciation is atrocious at times. So this is published by Hay House, retailing for $19.99 in the US and $25.99 in Canada, and it is such a great price for what you get out of this deck. Become an empowered creator of your reality through the dark divine feminine. Created by Adama Cisse of Lilith Astrology, the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle channels the alchemy of ancient archetypes like Lilith and Adam, the first man and woman, whose narrative is steeped in rebellion and transformation. It combines the esoteric wisdom of astrology, Black Moon Lilith through the 12 zodiac signs, dark divine deities, and hermetic alchemy to activate healing, shadow work, and self-actualization. So exactly what that description says, it's perfect for shadow work. If you are somebody new to shadow work, doesn't really know where to start, this might be the deck for you. Again, it has wonderful spreads in here, but it focuses on the black body being the source in here, which phenomenal. There was a lot of information in here about Lilith per se and about this deck. It's sectioned into different, I'll call them suits or sections. We have the Black Lilith cards, so Black Lilith going through each sign. Then we have the Dark Divine Archetype cards, the Astrological Planet cards, and then the Alchemy Ascension cards. So it's also very great if you are wanting to tap into understanding astrology. Look at all these spreads here too, by the way. Oh my gosh, so many. It's wonderful to utilize for journaling, for shadow work, for healing, to look at, you know, the darker parts of your emotions and maybe things that you need to let go of. Like, look at this. You are regal and divine. Do not allow others to shame you out of your magical shine. It's just wonderful. Lots of great information, lots of tidbits, again, about the astrology. So if you're looking to get into something like that, this might be for you. But it is gorgeous. I love the dark, shadowy, the way the light plays against the dark in these cards. And I'll show you how it shuffles. Cardstock is, you know, right between medium and thin. It's a gloss. I wouldn't call it a high gloss. I don't have an issue with shuffling this at all. I really just love what this deck is about. I've utilized it a lot for healing and shadow work. It's great. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. Did you purchase it? Number 4 is The Goddess Within Oracle by Christabel Jessica and artworks by Cecilia G.F. and Danielle Jones. Healing with the Divine Feminine. And I believe, yes, $28.95 in the US is what it retails for. And this is published by Blue Angel. A barefoot maiden whispers of magic beneath the slender moon. A wizened crone prepares healing herbs in a woodland cottage, and elsewhere across time and place, an anointed priestess lights a candle to begin her temple ritual. The energy of the goddess is with them all. Place your feet firmly on the earth, breathe into your bold and gracious heart, and feel her rise within you. This oracle is dedicated to returning power to the feminine, unlocking her wild soul, and honoring her in all aspects. The message and imagery speak to everyone who wants to unite with their divinity. We can all benefit from the profound healing available through our fierce, nurturing goddess nature. Activate the divine feminine with mythology, revealing card layouts, and transformative insights to receive direct messages from Persephone, Durga, Lilith, and other deities from around the world. Embrace and embody your goddess nature to realize the love, strength, and wisdom within you now and forever. 44 cards in a 160-page full-color guidebook. So this artwork is absolutely stunning. It blew me away. It's so gorgeous. The guidebook is so healing and empowering. And I just realized that I pulled the page for the card that was shown. So that's interesting. But it gives you a little oracle reading here message. Nourish your body, mind, and soul through deep rest and nourishment. Slather yourself in self-care to bring restoration in a world full of burnout. And then it gives you a history of the goddess and then a deeper message. So beautifully done guidebook. It's just enough information to get you to get the intuitive hit and the message that you needed, as well as history of the goddess. And there's a few different layouts here, which is fantastic. Perfect if you want to get more in touch with your divine feminine, as well as learn about different goddesses. The cardstock is that historical blue angel cardstock. It has that almost like velvet kind of feel to it. I don't know how to explain it through the camera, but it does feel a certain way. Flexible, shuffles just fine. But yeah, there's just so many gorgeous pieces of art in here. It's beautiful. It's got every single different culture. So wonderful in here. There's a couple of my favorites too sprinkled throughout here of deities that they just look phenomenal in this art style. And it definitely is a deck that helps you connect, like I said, to your divine feminine, as well as like there's some shadow work in here. There's some journaling in here that you can do. Why are we feeling this way? Why are we suppressing this aspect of ourselves? How can we call upon this particular goddess or feminine embodiment to help empower us and help free ourselves from, you know, the patriarchal viewpoint, you know? It's just beautiful. So I'll show you how it shuffles. I was just blown away by the art. It shuffles fine this way too. So yeah, just definitely gorgeous, stunning. I have no complaints. Number 3 is the Human Spirit Oracle. This is Learning to Reconnect by Jenna Della Grottiglia, retailing for $26.95 in the US, $19.95 in the UK, published by Rockpool. Includes 44 cards and a guidebook, and this is a fantastic deck if you are wanting a daily deck, something to pull from daily. Great for confirmations, great for shadow work, journaling, just getting an idea of what maybe you're focusing on too much during the day. However you want to utilize this, this is a fantastic everyday deck that anyone can use regardless of your level of reading. So what does it mean to coexist and connect with one another with respect and dignity? In today's world, it's so easy to feel alone, even with so much going on around us. The Human Spirit Oracle is about what we all universally experience as humans and reminds us that we are all connected. Best-selling artist Jenna Della Grottiglia was inspired to create vibrant, wild, symbolic art for every human to identify with and to make us think about the feeling it invokes. The artwork promotes diversity in gender and ethnicity and love for each other, not only on a spiritual level, but on a human one. So open your heart and enjoy this journey called life. So yeah, it's wonderful. I have definitely utilized this deck quite a lot, as you can see from the green foiled edges chipping away. The cardstock is on the thinner side, but it's still flexible and snaps back, and it is a matte. before we get into the images, I just want to show you the guidebook. It is straightforward. There's a couple of spreads here that you can work with, but other than that, it's super straightforward. The messages are, again, quick, easy, and to the point. You can read it upright or reversed. And yeah, I have enjoyed this. It's like a mixture of surrealism with everyday. A lot of people don't like how the blurb or the title of the card over here is vertical instead of horizontal. I get it. I don't really have an issue with it, but I understand people's dislike for it. But the hits are great. It makes sense to me. And like I said, an everyday deck. Just gorgeous. And I'll show you how it shuffles. Definitely has a great cross-section of different people, diverse people. It's great. So yeah, I really enjoy working with this. I think I've used it quite a lot. And she does have another deck that she released this year of 2024. Let me find the title. The Resurrection Oracle. So check that out too. If you have this deck and want another Jenna deck, this is a great one as well. All right, number 2. This deck really blew me away. So this is the Angels and Auras Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook by Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser. Hopefully I'm saying those names correctly. Illustrations by Brooke Stefanelli. Published by Hay House Retelling for $21.99 in the US and $28.99 in Canada. Did you know that the archangels and humans have one extraordinary similarity? They both radiate color and energy. Receive divine guidance, decode auras, and weave healing color energy into your spiritual practice with this powerful and playful oracle deck from best-selling authors and dear friends, Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser. These cards provide a new crystal clear awareness that angels are not only with us, but also regularly speaking to us through the language of color. Learn how to connect with the divine and tap into the wisdom of angels and auras. Bring magical vibrancy to your spiritual practice and infuse some much needed color back into your life. So exactly what the description says, it is wonderful to use. I have not been somebody who gravitates toward angel decks just because it's not something that like I just utilize or know much about. I'm learning, but it's something that I don't really gravitate towards in general. But this whole deck is so well put together and so well done. It goes into a lot of the information that you would want to know, such as the different archangels, the different auras and colors and what they mean. And then it definitely does a great job about combining all of those things into the meanings. We do have a 3-card reading and a single one, and then a reading, what does it say? A reading for yourself with color healing messages. And there's another one here, color mapping spread. And then it goes into all of the different meanings, but phenomenally done. I was very shocked that I was connected instantly to this deck. The cardstock is the Hay House cardstock, not too, thin, not too thick. So it shuffles really great. It is a matte, but look at the art. It's so cool. So you have upright keywords as well as shadow keywords, which are the reversed. And then as well as in the numbers here, it gives you the colors of the auras, which add an additional meaning on top of, what you pick up in the cards here. It's just so well put together, so easy to read with, so easy to comprehend. If you are somebody who is wanting to learn more about color, auras, color meanings, and activations, this is a great deck for that. As well as if you are someone who is wanting to tap into archangels and understand how they can play a role in your practice and your divination. And this deck is diverse. So I was very pleasantly surprised with what I was seeing, and how easy you can use it for multiple different types of readings. This is a fantastic daily pull deck. I mean, I was using it quite a lot when I first got it. It's just so fun and easy to connect to. I really, really, really enjoy it. So I would love to know, because I know that this was part of one of the Hay House Card Deck Club boxes. Those of you who purchased that card box or subscription around that time and got this, how do you like it? Was it one of those decks that you were instantly connected to like myself, or is it a deck that you don't really pull from? But I was like, when I tell you, I was so shocked that I connected so quick to an angel deck of all decks. That had to go into the top 5 of the top 10. As with all countdown videos, we have to do an honorable mention. So it is the Crystals and Chakras, an oracle deck for inner balance. 50 cards and guidebook, written by Luca Apicella and illustrated by Alessandra De Cristofaro. Hopefully, again, I'm saying those names correctly. Again, I'm not sure how much this retails for, but it is published by US Game Systems. Crystals have been used since ancient times to heal physical and emotional problems. When our chakras, the wheels of energy in our body, are out of balance, it may negatively affect the healthy functioning of certain body parts. Working with gemstones restores a balanced frequency to the chakras so they can return to working harmoniously. This colorful oracle deck is inspired by the crystals and the chakras connected to them. Based on the powers and vibrations of the crystals, the cards and guidebook provide messages to help us address issues that come up on our healing journey. Deck includes 37 crystal cards, 7 chakra cards, and 6 helper cards with a 64-page illustrated guidebook. So this deck is definitely one of those that if you are trying to learn more about crystals and how to implement them into your life, this will help you out. It's really well done as far as illustrations go. And when you get into here, there's a lot of different information that you can use to utilize this deck. You get the chakras, some spreads here. So single, 3-card, home, and then it goes into each of the card messages. You will get a chakra that it is connected to, a color, a keyword, and information about the crystal or the chakra, and an oracle message. It's great for journaling as well. I find this to be a wonderful daily pull deck, as well as, you know, if you're wanting to see maybe where your blockages are or what can help said blockages, this can be a deck for that. The cardstock is on the thinner side. It's pretty flexible. It's got a slight gloss to it. It shuffles just fine. The only thing that I would kind of switch around in here is how it is in the table of contents. I feel like maybe things could be organized by alphabetical wise instead of how it is, because when I'm trying to find the message in here for the page number, my eyes get lost. This is such like a niche problem, but my eyes cannot, you know, find it quick enough, right? Like I automatically want to go toward the alphabet way, but I have to read through each line. But well, honestly, not a big complaint. I will be fine. But it is definitely a very descriptive imagery. It's very fun, poppy. I really like it. And it gives you a kind of overview of how to utilize the crystal or the chakra, what it's good for. And there's a lot of crystals in here that are common, and then there's some that are lesser known, which is great to see too. But yeah, it's a very fun, very gentle deck that I had to mention because it can definitely appeal to a lot of you who want to utilize crystals and maybe need a deck to start out, or if you want to go a little bit deeper with your crystals and utilize them for chakra healing or blockages. I don't have an issue with how it shuffles. I like the size of it. I think it's wonderful. Let me know if this is a deck that you own and how you like to use it. But because it is a really interesting deck, I had to mention it because I really enjoy using it. All right, and number one, this had to be number one because this is one of the most unique decks I have ever seen. This is the Citadel a Fantasy Oracle by Fez Inkwright. This is published by the Liminal 11, retailing for $28.99 in the UK, $29.99 in the US, and $38.99 in Canada. I mean, the packaging alone is gorgeous and stunning, but wait till you get inside. The Citadel is an archetype oracle deck that is steeped in the magic of fantasy, literature, and tabletop gaming. Each reading with the Citadel will take you on a new journey through the gleaming city, experiencing new places, new people, and most importantly, new lessons to learn. Are you ready to take the next step on your journey? Pick up your bags, open the gates, and step inside. 60 card foil oracle deck with guidebook, plus bonus guide for use with tabletop games. So if you are an RPG tabletop game player, this is a deck that you might love if you don't know about it already. We have a magnet on the bottom, fun little icon there, and it's just so well thought out. I was blown away. Okay, so this guidebook, ton of information in here. I'm not going to go over it fully because you could check out my unboxing video. I go more in depth with it, but we do have a lot of information as well as the card meaning. So it's sectioned into 4 different sections: the court, the academy, the crowd, and the troop. And then we do have the gaming, and we have some spreads below. We also have quick reference guides, which is fantastic if you just want a quick little peek or a quick little one-word meaning. And then, like I said, the spreads are in the back. Here we go. So we have the court, the academy, the crowd, the troop, the Citadel, sword and shield, the sword, the shield. Yeah, it's so fleshed out. It's like a whole campaign in a card deck. It's really cool. And it does give you a meaning for the upright and reversed. And the cards, I mean, have you ever seen a deck shaped like this? It's crazy. So honestly, I thought I was going to have the hardest time shuffling these, and I do not. Very flexible, snaps back. I don't have an issue with the cardstock at all. And in fact, with a deck this size, I would want it to be a little bit on the thinner side so I could get a good grip on it. But look at all the foiling. It's just gorgeous. And we have a keyword for upright. You can read upright and reversed as well with the 2 keywords. And it's minimalism with the color. And I really enjoy that because it definitely lets your intuition and subconscious kind of get those intuitive hits. So sometimes the title, you would think it would mean one thing, but it doesn't. It kind of does the bait and switch, which is interesting. It keeps you on your toes. So I really like how this deck was just so unique and different, but it's wonderful to read with too. Like I really like the archetypes. I like that it's so universal and unique and different. And again, you can use it for whatever type of reading you would want to use it for. There are no words really that can explain how just in awe I was over this deck and using it. And it has really accurate readings, at least for me. And if you are somebody who is needing a little inspiration for your tabletop games, your role playing, or even writing, this can help you kind of get into that mindset too, or even journaling can give you inspiration. So I'll show you how this shuffles, because it does get a little bit of taking used to shuffle it. But yeah, once you kind of get the idea for it, shuffling is no big deal. But yeah, I was just blown away. Like I said, there's a lot in here, a lot to go through, but highly recommend this if you have not checked this out already, because it is just super creative. I was, again, blown away. So I would love to know if you have this in your collection or any of my top 10s that we went over today. Are there any decks that came out in 2023 that are Oracle that I missed that are on your top 10 or even your top 5? Let me know down below in the comments and I'll check those out. So with all that being said, I would love to know if you have any of these, what your thoughts are. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.